Morgan Stanley just published a report on China's reflation. Reflation means prices start rising again after a period of weak prices or deflation. Their view is simple. China's exports are strong. Factory profits may improve. Companies may start making more money. Then wages may rise. And finally, consumers may spend more. That sounds logical. But here is the problem. China cannot export this way into a full consumer recovery. Morgan Stanley is right about one thing. China's export machine is still powerful. When global demand is strong, Chinese factories can still win. When Asia enters a new investment cycle, China benefits. When companies sell more overseas, profit margins can improve. And if company profits improve, some wage growth may follow. So yes, China may get some deflation from exports, but this is not the same as a healthy economy, because China's real problem is not weak prices. China's real problem is weak household power. People are not spending aggressively because they do not feel rich. They worry about jobs, they worry about income, they worry about property values, they worry about education, healthcare, and retirement. And when people are worried, they save money. They do not buy more just because factory exports are doing well. This is the big gap in the story. Exports can help companies, but exports do not directly fix household confidence. Exports can lift industrial profits, but they do not automatically make families feel safe. Exports can support wages in some sectors, but they do not repair the property market. And poverty is still the center of the problem. For years, Chinese families believed property was the safest way to build wealth. Now that belief is broken. If your home price is falling, you feel poorer. If your future income is uncertain, you spend less. If your social safety net feels weak, you save more. So even if producer prices improve, even if factories do better, the consumer side may still stay weak. That is why Morgan Stanley says China may see some inflation, but not a normal 2 to 3% GDP inflator. In simple words, China may stop failing, but it may not start running. And this is the key point. China's economy is not dead, but the old engine is damaged. An old engine was property, debt, land sales, and rising home prices. The new engine is exports, manufacturing, technology, and industrial upgrading. The problem is that the new engine creates production power, but the old engine created household wealth. That is the tension. China can still make the world's goods. China can still dominate supply chains. China can still win in EVs, batteries, solar, machinery, and electronics. But if households do not feel confident, domestic consumption will stay soft. So the real question is not, will China have inflation again? The real question is, can China make ordinary family feel rich enough to spend again? That is much harder, because it requires more than exports. It requires stronger wages, a healthier property market, better social security, more confidence in future income, and maybe a bigger shift in policy. So Morgan Stanley is right that China may be moving away from deep deflation, but this is not a full recovery yet. This is a partial deflation, driven by factories, not by families. And that tells us the real story of China's economy today. The factory side is still strong. The household side is still cautious. Until both sides recover together, China is not really back.